Still. I'm still. Ooh. Anyway, yo, what's up, KP Squad? Welcome back to some more gaming content and some more Doki Doki Literature Club. Last we left off, our good childhood friend, our best friend, Sayori, tied the knot, but in a different way. Ooh, that's bad to say. That's bad to say. We found her in her room, hung from a rope from the ceiling. So, yeah, that happened. And then, every time she was supposed to be in the game, because it just started a new one, when I tried to load in a different one, it just started a new one. And every time Sayori would usually be there, it was Monika instead. So something about Monika, I don't know. That face, like, I don't trust you. Anyway, let's get on with where we last left off fully. Was we were gonna write a poem. And I'm picking all of Natsuki's options this time. No one can tell me otherwise. So we're gonna just go in here. Hop, milk, play, playground. There we go. Kawaii. Twirl. Spinning. Aha. Let's go with hair. Cute. Marshmallow. Poof. Puppy. Silly. Kitty. Clouds. Color. Aha. Fireflies. Pink. And we'll throw one goody one in there. Just for the fun of it. Promise. Oh, I guess that wasn't Yuri. It was a little bit of Yuri. She kind of did a little. And we'll just go with kiss. What the fuck? Hello? Did I pick the wrong option? That actually scared the crap out of me. Oh god. I thought I hit something. I thought I clicked something wrong. I was like, But see, now Monika's in. See? It showed us the creepy Sayori drawing, and all of a sudden, boom, here's Monika like, hey, what's up? Like, fuck off. Anyway. Okay. Hi again, Riley. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, Yuri's face was all glitchy for a second. Weird. Am I crazy, or is the screen slowly zooming in? I noticed the background was kind of moving and glitching. I was like, is the background? Is it zooming in here? Thanks for keeping your promise, Riley. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, the music changed. I don't like how this get weird.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Monika, you're in front of the text. I can't read that. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga selection in the classroom, or the clubroom. I remember that part. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Riley. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. Oh, he's changing. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Oh, are you sure? I'm seeing it is zooming in, and it's slightly tilting, I think, too. Are you sure? I just felt like, no, as vice president and all, that I should help you to get started on something you might like. Yuri reached into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. I can't read. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? Sorry, it's not as nice. So she even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, okay. It reverted back, thank God. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is running around the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Yeah, we got the Natsuki thing, let's go! Hi! You look over something in there?
Fucking Monika! Fucking Monika! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki suddenly slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. I know I look like a fucking nerd, but come on. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Thought I was hearing something else. Curious, I pulled it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
True. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you could go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Riley. Don't judge a book. In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls in the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs... Natsuki? What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't say that! You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really.
Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series.
Hey, you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Slice of life anime and manga are so good though. Oh, look at her! Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. Look at her, precious bean. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You know?
I don't know. That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Should not rub it in.
Oh, she has no friends? That's what I'm thinking.
Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Maybe I'm gonna punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. Not to call my friends losers, but same. We're not losers, we're just nerds. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this, bruh. Honey, don't say that. Honey, don't say that.
At least it's safer in the club room. So Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, it's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. And we just read manga now. Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. She's sleeping. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Whoop, that sound. Hey! Oh! No. Monika! Monika, Natsuki's dying! Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Apparently not. Here. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Riley. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share our poems now? So if you don't feed her, she glitches? Got it. Well, Natsuki's gonna love our poem, so let's go with it. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. You're gonna love it. It's so cute.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Ugh.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said.
Ugh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem, made me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Because Monika will make me if I don't.
Okay, same one. Eagles can fly, monkeys climb, crickets sleep, horses race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's go with Yuri. Read that cute-ass poem. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Go up, you don't. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Is this new, or is this a usual one? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining straight light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Yeah, that's her usual one. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Riley. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did want to glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, Monika's the only one left. Hey, what's up, B? Hi, Riley. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Riley. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. She reads. I like it, Riley. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. You know a little too much about everyone. That's the thing. Also, Natsuki's dad is an asshole. He's not feeding her, not giving her lunch money, beating the shit out of her for things. Come on. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall! Is this new or? Yeah, this is new. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Interesting. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Like deleting Sayori? I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, there's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper, tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. You keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you get a big dark puddle thing. Sorry, I'm reading faster because we already read this shit. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Oh, fuck! Sorry, I was like, oh, the music's weird, and then I looked up at the background, and do you see that in the background? I don't like that. Get that off the screen right now. There are people out there that could be triggered by that. Get that off the screen right the fuck now. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try it hard? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Riley did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Riley liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Here we go. They gonna fight again?
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Riley appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Riley started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Ooh, look who's talking. You want to be an edgy bitch?
Oh my god. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Oh god.
Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? Oh, fuck. Natsuki, calm down. What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Riley hear everything you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Riley, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. You started it.
What did that say? I don't want to go on anyone's side. Help me. Like everywhere else. I mean, I don't want to go with Natsuki because that was really mean, but I'm on her side, so oh, it doesn't matter who I pick. Bit. Get back.
Shoot!
Hey, Riley? Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Please. Sorry about that. I really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. If Yuri slapped you, I swear to God. She quickly runs away. Oh, oh, Natsuki. Oh, dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Oh, Sayori's picture's still there. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Well, or did. Riley, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Completely, she says. You're gonna delete her memory? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You could go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Riley. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. What? I didn't even get to read. What did it say? What was it gonna say? I don't need a drink after that. Well, we're just gonna keep going with the Natsuki route, see what happens, I guess. Sweet. I have no idea what just happened, by the way. Okay. Cheeks. Raindrops. Oh, that was Yuri's. Whoopsies. Ah, silly. Boop. Anime. Poof. Cute. Childhood. Kitty. Play. Skipping. Fun. Loud. Sing. Oh, what the fuck is that one? What happens if I click it? Ah! Oh no. Sorry, I meant giggle. Oh, it's quiet. Smile. Boo. Pink. Doki Doki. Whoopsies. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Yay. I'm just glad Sayori's picture's gone. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Really? Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Riley. Hi, Yuri. Why are you cut in half? I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. I can't even see her face! But the way yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Oh, Riley, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry. What am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Eh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
Bold lettering is weird.
What? I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you.
Haha! Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not! What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha.
It makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't give you more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed.
Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime.
That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Riley. Monika smiles sweetly. Yeah, I don't trust you still. You deleted Natsuki's memory. You deleted Sayori from our lives. What are you gonna do next, huh? Put him up. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. She's like, I'm back in the closet, bye. Riley, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I was going for Natsuki, but okay. I don't think I can say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki is waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Oh! Did I do that? Okay. I thought I did that. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility, it gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler, but anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing with the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Nah, man. It is a little dark, but I like dark shit. Me, personally. It also kind of sounds like Chernobyl in a way. Just saying. You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Riley? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, and suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing from my thoughts. My whole... I don't know what that said. My whole body something. I'll pause it in editing so everyone can read that. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a learned club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? No! Oh, Sayori's pictures in the background again. It scared me. Oh my god. Where's the music going? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. I don't know, I heard a weird sound in my headphones. Why is this a horror game all of a sudden? Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to, that is, reading accompanied with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing. What? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really need to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh, look at us! Look at us reading together. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah. To turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? The music fade out again. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Uh, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. That face. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling okay? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... I'm breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What was that about?
Riley? Did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing!
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off the book, then slip it back into my bag. Why wouldn't you just use a bookmark like a normal person? Natsuki.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Yes, I have now learned that you just like to mash buttons, don't you? G =.
Riley, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now, so just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Riley, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it, please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me!
Ah! And backwards. Nani? Nani the fuck was that? So Natsuki just kind of like cracked her neck and ran towards me. That's cool, I guess. Did I just die? But backwards? Okay, Monika, I guess. Here we go.
Hi again, Riley. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess Natsuki just like broke her neck and just ran towards me and then all of a sudden the game is over. I mean, this is the game, sorry.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. Give him a poem, Monika.
Alright, great job, Riley. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right?
But I was writing all the Natsuki stuff.
Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel that Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that, it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people.
She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for a long time. Suddenly, door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Yeah, you missed Natsuki fucking saying that I shouldn't talk to you anymore and that I should play with her instead, and then she broke her neck and ran towards me and then I died. But then I woke up because it was apparently just a dream. Oh god. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go and get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. It's the same thing again, but oh, I just spoiled myself. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright. BT full. CL RIS flash exp piercing red green blue. And oh, I just noticed red green blue RGB. Like the colors for the internet or whatever. The basic colors. Of course. Endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop! Vile, grating, viff, king, screech, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing H board on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, bruh. No. PM of Google. Delete her. Oh god. So before it was save me and then load me, now it's delete her. Natsuki? I think you already did. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll feel yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? I don't like this. I'm gonna save my game because you told me to. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. You have no voice, you're a character in a game. Anything. Please help me. No thanks! Exit game! No. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Not getting there, she fucking dead. She's Miss Keisha. Yuri! I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles, takes a deep breath. I just like holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Wheel. Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing god, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Interesting, Yuri.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. Okay, just... Yuri, honey, I think you're experiencing what they call yandereism. So, let me explain what to you a yandere is. Do you guys know what a yandere is? In case you don't, a yandere is someone who acts all like... They're like sweet, innocent, they're kind of like quiet, kind of like happy, you know? And then they will do anything for the person they like to love them back. That means they will kill. Just saying. Yeah, we pretend this conversation never happened. But you could keep the poem, though. You want a special poem? Just read it. Oh god, I'm scared. Can you hear me? No, you're not talking to me. I'm reading. Oh god, nope, I heard that. I fucking heard that shit. No thanks, I'm good. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Oh, Natsuki's back. She didn't fucking die. That's good, I guess.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Riley joined, and we've started with some flow activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Riley?
Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Riley to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Riley joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Riley isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Damn, Natsuki. Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Riley want to get more members too. Right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it was up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Riley, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? A girlfriend? It's not really something I could be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? I thought starting this club was a mistake. Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind.
Sort of crying, to be honest. Not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Riley, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well... Do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know.
I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Oh, Jesus. Ugh. I cared. I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Yuri, don't say that. Oh god, what the fuck just happened? Someone just like stab her in the eye? What the fuck? Ugh. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Riley? What would you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question to Monika. I just like giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. Her eye is bleeding. Her eye is bleeding. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monika. I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Riley? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Riley before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Riley, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. Is it getting darker? Oh god, it's getting darker and fuzzier. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? Music stops. I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird. Because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I'm gonna save this bitch. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you can understand. Wait, not yet! No, stop it! What? Save again! Save again, and I'm stopping it there. Well, suffice to say, this game is getting really, really weird, really interesting, and very dark. I don't know whether to go with Not Scary Ori tomorrow for this one. Maybe I'll just leave it up to chance and just speedrun it. But, anyway, yeah, definitely thinking Monika is behind all of this kind of stuff, like, because, you know, it started fading out to go to the poem writing, and she goes, wait, no, not yet, don't leave me. So it's kind of like she was doing stuff, she was interfering, and now the game is trying to take back control. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know, maybe I'm reading it too much into it, but either way, it's interesting. But anyway, that's it for me for this episode. I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. So, until then, stay true, stay you, and stay kawaii. See ya.